Dire team ban.
And we're back live now with our second best of 3 for the Southeast Asian playoffs for the Manila Major Qualifiers. I'm Gods, joined by Lumi. We're David and David.
What's up?
Not much. Just casting some SEA Dota on a Wednesday afternoon.
Remaining.
Yeah.
Evening.
Yeah. Past midnight.
Radiant
Okay.
team
Are we? Not yet.
Not yet. We're getting there. Afternoon in Southeast Asia, I guess. I'm talking, pretending to be one of the Twitch, one with the viewers. I guess we have some non.
Our viewers are watching all over the world.
Yes, they are. But
especially from the language I see them using.
remaining.
It ain't English. I don't know what they're spamming in chat right now, but it's not English.
Shout out to all the Icelandic viewers out there
Sure.
watching. I bet we got at least one Icelandic viewer, right?
Say hello in
Icelandic.
Icelandic, is that correct?
Yeah.
I don't want to offend people.
That's right.
All right, TNC versus Orange.Taring or Taring, depending how you want to pronounce it. You say TNC is the best team in the groups.
Radiant
Or that's
team
remaining.
pick.
And
SEA, they're the favorite to win SEA. and
okay.
I would say Mineski, though, is a team who often beats TNC, even though they perhaps don't have the best, they don't have as consistent results. TNC is the team who will consistently take games off like MVP and Fnatic, and occasionally even beat them, but
Dire
for
team
whatever reason they struggle against Mineski.
Well, maybe Mineski's got their number, but
Yeah.
it's something that we don't worry about for now, because we didn't know if Orange got their number.
Well, we're gonna find out. We got a draft here, and
10
Orange had
seconds
they
remaining.
finished second in their group. They
5 seconds
looked pretty
remaining.
solid. They saw a lot of games of Yamate on Mirana.
Yeah.
That seemed to be like a
Reserve
bit of a
time.
trend for the team.
Okay,
Definitely-
so I actually watched a couple Orange games. When they win, it's not because they play smart or well. It's just because they're outscaling the opponent team. Which, the deeper and deeper you're in the tournament, I think that's going to happen less and less times.
yeah,
Fewer times. And, like, for example, this is an example of yesterday where they had a big Faces Void by NJ. You know, this build I've never seen before. Midas, Mask of Madness into Shadowblade into Axe, right? Just like, it will pop Chrono for solo kills, which is fine. Until like 60 minutes or something into the game, he popped a solo Chrono to kill like a support Tusk. And then after that, they're like, okay, let's go high ground. And then they didn't have Chrono,
Radiant
and then they got
team
wrecked.
ban.
I don't remember if they won or lost that game, but it's just like moments like that makes you think like, why don't you just wait for that 30 seconds of cooldown because you have Aghanims already, and then just go for a safer push. So a lot of times I feel like Orange, they take unnecessary
seconds remaining.
risk and just really fails a lot of engagement because of it.
5 seconds
Okay.
remaining.
So hopefully against TNC they play like a lot crisper and cleaner because
Yeah.
they need to.
I definitely agree with that assessment where it's a team that's often
Dire
been
team
much more about the
ban.
individual players because the player they lost on this team was 343, who
Yep.
went and joined Fnatic, who was the drafter and captain. And losing your drafter captain is a big, suddenly empty void you've got to fill. And it seems like since that's
Radiant
happened, the
team
team hasn't
ban.
been as much of a cohesive unit.
Yep.
So they've been much more reliant on that individual play. So we'll see what the overall approach is going to be here. Sven in the first 2 picks. That to me is the big shocker here.
Okay. I mean, you could make an argument that
10
Sven is a very
seconds
strong hero
remaining.
and deserves to be really high up.
Yeah, but
At the same time, he does have
They-
quite a bit of
Dire
counters, right?
team ban.
mm-hmm. He was picked up after the Beastmaster 2, but Sven is good against like the physical damage, typically like the Witch Doctor Death Ward when you've got Warcry. But and the actual lane, the laning stage,
10
Sven
seconds
isn't
remaining.
like the best at dealing or zoning with zoning a Beastmaster. So
There was this
Radiant
graph on
team
Reddit
pick.
today that shows Sven does have like one of the highest effective HP and
Dire
like physical
team
damage output at level 1.
mm-hmm.
Does that count for anything? It hits pretty hard. Could tank a lot.
It counts for something.
Alright. Venture Spirit, the follow-up. Venge Beastmaster has kind of been used in tandem quite a bit, or picked in tandem.
TNC were also
10
the
seconds
like some of the original Drow pickers too.
Okay. You saying there's this
5
draw coming?
seconds remaining.
I just saw auras and I'm like, Drow Ranger, let's go. They haven't got a
Reserve time.
ranged core yet, but
Okay.
they can last pick some kind of mid laner that's going to be ranged.
Drow probably not so good against Sven, who could jump
Radiant
right in your
team
face.
Yeah, I'm not convinced it's a Drow strat, but
Okay.
nah, it's not going to be
Juggernauts.
anymore.
Dire team
Well, you know, Shadow Fiend also have Auras. You're giving me a look.
Yeah. TNC actually are not a jug mid, so
Okay, yeah, they do.
Not sold with it. This is like a flexible pick in that regard. They have the overall
10
last pick, so they can wait to see what the
Sure.
mid matchup's going to be before they commit to a mid or a safe lane Jug.
5 seconds remaining.
But Jug is not traditionally known for being a great pick against Sven, because again, Warcry against physical damage.
Reserve
He
time.
comes into Omni Slash you pop that Warcry, and a bunch of plus armor.
Yep. I feel like none of these teams have really a strong identity. Not the teams, the draft itself. Like, yeah, what is TNC really good at? It feels like they're good at just a lot of random
They've
stuff.
got
They have aura pushing.
That's the thing, aura pushing. I think that's where they don't care that the Jug isn't great against the Sven, because they're much more looking to put together a draft that they like
Okay.
and that can fit them and what they want to get done, which to me is aura pushing. So
Okay.
you get the summons, you have the healing ward, the sustain from the healing ward, and the Witch Doctor Voodoo Restoration, and then you have the damage and attack speed auras.
Uh-oh.
Radiant team ban.
You're
It's
worried
happening
for 'em.
again.
Okay. Their lineup is very like kind of ulti dependent here on the
It is.
Orange.Taring side. That
You
to
know-
me is a worry.
You know what blew my mind yesterday? Like, he's the first player in lane that picked up a Blightstone. That already blew my mind, okay?
10
And then he
seconds
sold his
remaining.
Blightstone because he needed slots or whatever. And then 20 minutes later, he bought a Deso, which included Blightstone. I was like, when Waka and I were watching this, like, both of us just like, hands in faces. It's just,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
You know, he didn't know what he wanted to get.
Well, hopefully this time he knows. Who knows? I am concerned
10
about the
seconds
Faces and the Sven interaction. You know,
Yeah.
Chronosphere. Your Chrono has to be
5
really good.
seconds
Although,
remaining.
That was something that got talked about a lot, but teams kept picking these heroes together
okay.
for like it was maybe like
Reserve
6
time.
months ago. It was like during the like it was like MDL and around some of those tournaments, and like the idea is like Void kind of Chronos the backlines and Sven just hits whoever's not in
Sure,
the Chrono
sure.
perhaps. Like obviously there's no synergy between the Chronosphere and the Sven able to dish out damage inside the Chronosphere, but it's more just the general control. Like the Void and the Disruptor will work together with the Enchantress to kill people in the Chrono. Sven will kill everyone else.
Well, the way I've seen him use Chrono is just solo kills, so there's that too.
That works fine then.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt.
Don't
the
need a Sven. Sven is just there for the plus armor.
Ursa ban. That's not what I
Dire
would
team
have
pick.
expected. It was TNC's last pick, but TNC they play their own brand of Dota, and we'll see what it's going to be there. And that's the thing. Orange are actually expecting that mid Juggernaut perhaps, because otherwise you don't ban the Ursa here.
10
But that is
seconds
typically the
remaining.
way TNC will play it.
I wonder if Orange will pick up
5
an Invoker
seconds
here
remaining.
to Sunstrike combo with the Chronosphere. Give you that big burst of damage to go for the quick kills.
Reserve
Perhaps a
time.
bit greedy though. Like then you go into that. You've got 3 cores that all just want to kind
10
of farm a
seconds
lot
remaining.
That's true.
with Invoker, Sven, and Void, but.
Oh, they're gonna go for it regardless.
Radiant team
So
pick.
it combos well with the face Void, but perhaps a bit greedy, Lumi.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree
now
with the point.
I still think like this is something that can be heavily punished, and
Yep.
TNC I think now even more likely to run the Jug mid because it's something they've used. Okay,
Ooh,
no, they get Viper.
You know, like this is a fairly similar draft to Execration, who they lost with. But I feel like Yamate is one of those players that could make things work. Like that Invoker had a tougher time in lane, right?
In last game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he got ganked a couple of times, he died during the mid game. Like Yamate is a player where it'd be like, okay, you could put him in that same position, he'd probably get away with some of those ganks and maybe even get a return kill or two.
There's a lot of pressure at like all stages though. Like early game you've got these 2 supports who can pressure and roam his way, then mid game you've got a Beastmaster, Jug with Omni Slash, so
Yeah.
it's gonna remain tough for him at any stage, so
Yeah. I'm again curious in terms of how NJ could get away with this lane, because it's a tough lane. Well, it depends on how it matches up. If it's a 1v1 or 1v3, we'll see. Last game, last time when I saw it, he started with a poor man's shield, and he got 6 tangos. It looks like he's gonna switch things up based on what he's seeing here.
once said that Iron Talon option, I guess.
Yep.
Gets the Ring of Protection, and TNC gonna 5-man smoke towards top.
Okay.
What have they got here? So they're
Well-
gonna have Jug in front, it looks like for now. Boots, Venge, that's kind of the hero. Okay, they'll get Venge
Yeah.
in the front with the Jug.
You know, I'm surprised to see that we see so many boots for supports, but not Windlace for supports.
Yeah, it's
It's
like,
like-
the
it's
value
like-
boots.
Yeah, it's like half the cost, so your other support don't have to get all the wards and smoke and everything. But speaking of which, TNC rotating around, and how do they find any?
Not yet. Will they block any camps? Doesn't look like they're intent on doing so just yet. Hugging this mid tier 1 tower
30 seconds
is
to battle.
Taring.
Yeah, maybe they're gonna snipe somebody as they go for the rune.
They're pinging their own jungle as if like, yeah, they're somewhere here. Let's not get caught and give up a first blood. They haven't caught vision of anyone just yet. They started TNC. They ping out. They see Ling. Uh-oh.
Got boots, dude. Just outrun it.
380 movement speed. Let's go. And Teehee, yeah, he's just gonna make a beeline towards the rune. So.
How do you say the Sven player's name? I don't want to mispronounce.
Psionics?
Psionics?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's Psionics.
Well, Psionics,
He used to play with Winter. I've heard Winter talk about him for a bit.
okay. Good words or bad words?
You know words.
It's winter, so.
Yeah, Winter is always... off camera, he flames everyone. I don't know.
He's a bad man.
That's it. So he said bad words, but I say that when Winter, anyone Winter talks about, it's always bad words.
Yeah.
He flames me. He flames his friends. He flames people who.
He
are
was
good
bullying
players.
me on camera.
Yeah, he's a brutal man. That guy's gonna have some kind of lawsuit against him at some point. Like, it's just a matter of time. First Dota cast to get sued for harassment is definitely gonna be Winter.
You don't expect it because he seems so
Yeah, exactly.
soft and docile, but he's not.
You ask most people, like the community, like, "Oh, who's the first Dota cast that's gonna get sued?" And I think people might have a very similar answer, but the real answer is not who you expect.
Yeah. All right, so Faceless Void. It's a 1v1 lane. I imagine someone's gonna pick up Orb of Venom. I hope someone picks up a Blightstone. I want to see how that interaction works out in a 1v1 battle. But for now,
Pretty even 1v1. Do you think either one has an edge here?
I mean, a lot of Time Walk's kind of strengths are taken away in this matchup, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you might see him actually go into Time Lock, and it looks like NJ is actually gonna go into Pro Man Shield as well. Meanwhile, on the river, it looks like Venge.
Taking a shockwave or two. Cast comes in to save him, but Ling wants
Oh!
even better results. That gets first blood.
Psionics.
Oh
Didn't
my
work.
gosh, this Satyr. Need to nerf this again, Ice Frog. What are you thinking? 160 damage. 1380 travel distance.
Whew. They're gonna just buff it, buffs its travel range by 1. Travel time. When I first saw that, I was like, wait, what is this? Apparently it was a meme that I missed out on.
Yeah. Gotta read.
Reread it
The
every
Reddit.
day.
Yeah. Can't miss any threads these days. Otherwise, you'll never know what's happening in Dota and the upcoming patch logs.
Alright, Ling? Circling around. Man, these Enchantress first picks. Well, so far it's been working well.
I mean, they got first blood, but CS-wise, all 3 lanes going very well for TNC.
Yep.
So as you kind of mentioned, the ability... They actually went level 2 Time Walk at level 3. I kind of like the idea you mentioned, go for more points in Time Lock.
Yeah. Maybe even a point in time dilate to set up a kill if you saw him summon his boar recently or something like that.
And I think what a lot of Voids are doing, even out of the offlane, I saw like Empire Afterlife at level 7 having Max Bash. Just because of the buffs this spell received at level 4.
Okay.
But, not sure. Maybe he may just be going 2 points early in the Time Walk, although it's not really a
Like-
value point to get that second.
Yeah, the second point doesn't help you at all, whereas the bash does. And right now, like every time he walks in lane, he just get hammered.
Yeah. The Time Walk is all about the level 4 where you get that 6-second cooldown. Or
Yeah.
you may as well just have level 1 in a lot of ways.
And I really think he needed to upgrade his Poor Man Shield to even have a chance in this lane.
It looks like he is doing that with the first slipper, but...
Yeah, and then he went back to buy a Quelling Blade or something.
Oh.
So I found that confusing.
Beastmaster, what's he gonna grab?
I mean, Beastmaster is
Nope.
just sticking boars up to you, so like, he's just winning the lane.
Spam H is, wrecking face here. I like he even gets the belt. 78 damage now, he's got an even bigger edge over the Void.
Yeah.
He can trade hits.
Like, look at the amount of denies. I'm sure a good number of them are like on the range creep. So even on the experience factor, NJ is just getting thrashed.
That's probably one of the, we're talking a lot about this bottom lane, but that's probably one of the biggest disparities between the two teams right now.
Yeah.
Top lane, actually, okay, top lane's going kind of equally bad. The Sven thing on 9 CS to Jug's 22.
And so what is this Enchantress doing? Like, he really needs to shore up one of these 2 lanes.
He got a first blood on his support, but that didn't fix the lanes at all. And here comes a gank mid. Yamate ganked up here. It's a level 5 Viper, and with a Exort Invoker, no mana for a Ghost Walk, but they don't want to dive.
Oh, here comes a Tornado with Cold Snap. Maybe we could do a little bit of work. No, not fast enough.
Not much mana on Invoker as well, unfortunately.
You know, I'm not even sold on this Invoker mid as a strong pick anymore. Like, every time we see this hero, it's just like, either loses the lane, or in theory could get kills, but no mana to do so.
I did not think
Actually,
it was the pick when they were going into it.
Yeah, you were not happy with it, but maybe they're gonna get the kill. They do! Casket's gonna fly through, but there's a big creep wave to help them out, so... again, as per usual, Yamate makes it work, somehow.
Well, the Viper kind of he walked back in on low HP.
He has that effect on the enemy players.
It's like, oh, I'm versing Yamate, I gotta do that little bit extra here.
Yeah.
So, still a heavy CS advantage going TNC's way. They've got Raw now as well, so... life gets even more difficult for some of these lanes. Any kind of rotation bottom. If I'm one of these respawning heroes, I'm always like, AU may just TP bottom.
And sub the kill.
Yeah. Or I just follow up the kill. But no, TP's top.
Okay.
Want to back up the jug.
NJ, another point in time walk, which, you know, we both disagree upon, but...
Yeah. 3-1-1. 1 in time lock even. Eesh.
I mean, this is your build versus, like, a tri-lane, right?
Could be, yeah.
Like, one of these players are looking like Funnick. Funnick is traditionally one of the best 1v1 laners out there. And, let's just say it's not NJ right now. Because MH is,
Yeah. I have not seen many Voids go this build anymore. Even in 1v2s, I've seen, like, Voids go for this aggressive time lock build.
Okay.
But this is NJ saying, I'm just getting... And once you fall behind, you may as well just go max time lock, I guess. Time walk is the other argument, but...
Well, word doesn't change, right? We know that Orange is getting wrecked right now.
Chrono plus Sunstrike, perhaps?
Okay.
That's one way.
Enchantress Roam kill into a push. A nice burst of gold, I guess. Might happen here on the top lane here as we do see Vengeful Spirit getting stunned up, and here comes that field. That should be a very easy kill, and you can see that Psionics waiting for the last hit as well.
It's hard because I don't feel like there's any lane where a kill translates into a push, because TNC still have 2 heroes up here, and that support's going to respawn very quickly, so...
Sure. But it's a nice amount of gold, so can't argue against that.
Yeah. It's more like you keep finding pickoffs. There's not any obvious towers that can be pushed right now.
Sven might be dead, though. You can see that Witch Doctor. He's hiding behind the trees up top, looking for a pincer movement here against Psionics. Unfortunately, we'll need to wait for the creeps to get a kind of nice bounce on the cask.
Keep Warcries away for now, and... Taring, what's... They're playing. I mean, they have 3-0 on kills, but I'm pretty sure they're losing.
They're still losing the lanes, yeah.
They're actually slightly ahead on overall net worth thanks to the kills, but they are losing lanes heavily.
So, can we talk about Sven's build a bit? He has 2 points on Stormhammer, which I really can't figure out why. You're not really improving your stun duration because it maxes out 2 already at level 1.
That's 75 damage.
I mean, mana is an issue, but okay. Normally you max cleave so you could just farm faster.
Yeah. It's funny because the Sven build transition, it used to, I mean, you go way back, it was always you max it by level 7. And then the first time we started seeing the cleave build, it was with level 2 stun. It was like this 2-4 build.
Okay.
And then only later did it become this, oh, why are we putting 2 points in stun? Let's just put 1 in stun.
Yep.
Like, I think it was Burning was like one of the first Svens I saw doing the 2 in stun, and then it became this, everyone does 1 in stun because it just got greedier and greedier.
Yep.
Once most Sven players realized it was all about farming.
Well, you can make the argument that 75 extra damage will be enough with the Disruptor, nukes, and maybe even Sunstrike to get the kill, so...
Important to note, Sunstrike is actually not going to be getting kills. Invoker has decided, / maybe this was always the plan to go
Quaswex, okay.
It was the just value exalt point for the Alacrity.
Oh, that thought the smoke is going to break here, and that's level 2 stun. The stuns are coming in from the Centaur as well, yet another kill.
That's fine, he tanks the gank, TNC, continue to farm. If anything, that's like... ideal for TNC.
Oh, Invoker even came up here. I'm not sure about that one. Maybe they're looking to pick up more, like with the glimpse.
Or push, which is
sure
not happening yet, but... Jug is a hero that's typically pretty good against the glimpse, because you can always just use the Blade Fury to disjoint it, assuming it's not on cooldown.
But it prevents from people teleporting right in front to come in.
Jug, going to be hitting level 6 very soon. If he can get that, they possibly can look to mount a defense on this.
Well, regardless, they're wasting a ton of time, right? Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, it seems like NJ is still losing the lane very heavily.
Through the cast, Jug looks to run in. The cast bounces between the heroes. If anything, TNC just going to be happy to defend this without having to commit any additional heroes. It's just the supports and the Jug. I mean, this CS is getting uglier and uglier.
Yeah, Beastmaster is like more than doubling. the CS of the nice or the voice. Excuse me.
Some of that, I guess you could say, is jungle. At least from what we're seeing now, is jungle. I don't know how much earlier was jungle. The denies as well on top of that.
Well, I mean, again, we keep saying the CS is bad, but if Orange just keep picking up kills, then that's fine, right?
It's possible, but they need to either maintain. Not gonna suddenly pick up but it's not gonna farm very fast.
Yeah, I'm just really confused about the Qualifier in the sense that you already have a lot of control coming out from your void. You need damage to back up that control.
Yeah. You can't, and your two supports are pretty good with the Chronosphere, but again, they're support, so they're not. It doesn't give Void like this ability to just go around by himself, buying kills with a Chronosphere.
Exactly.
I'm just not. I think we're both in the same position where we're just not quite seeing and understanding what TNC's overall game plan is.
You mean Orange?
Yeah, sorry, yeah, Orange, yeah. Taring, yeah, Taring's overall game plan. TNC, it's much clearer.
TNC is just balling, winning
Yeah.
every single lane, gonna slowly get a money lead and whittle you down.
And then just mid-game, group up and push a bit.
Yeah.
Get mech, have healing ward, have Voodoo Restoration, have Beastmaster Aura with Necrobook. Push
And that's
powers.
gonna come much sooner than you think, because the Viper mech is gonna come relatively soon. I imagine Juggernaut is gonna even rank up more into healing ward
Yeah.
over his crits.
I think he hasn't even leveled crit at
Yep.
level 7, which...
Bottom lane right now, NJ is gonna get solo killed. Beastmaster Roar, Neko 1 already online, and all the mana burn gonna be enough to drain away the mana away from Time Walk. Link's gonna come through, Tornado, gonna clip barely, will it be enough? The cat's gonna fly, and I don't think they're gonna get the kill. Maybe they're gonna get themselves a Cuckoo kill, maybe. Yeah, they do get it. So that's decent, but Beastmaster was surprised there.
Necrobook still. And yeah, not getting the Beastmaster in return means TNC do come out on top of that exchange.
Radiant's
Top 2 on
bottom
tower
tower
gets taken
is
by
under
TNC
attack.
on top of that, so... This is looking like a very poor start for Orange.Taring.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, again, where is the recovery? Because Chronosphere apparently is not it, especially without Sunstrikes.
Yeah. Fighting, though, needs to be it, in my mind. Like, Quaswex Invoker, you don't want to just sit back and farm. Sven's Ancient stacks is always... It looks like he just farms some of them. Not sure how big a stack that was. I think the helm has only been online for 3 or 4 minutes, so most was maybe like a triple stack.
You know, how cool would it be if Invoker just go into Ghostwalk himself with, you know, the standard Ghostwalk, Urn, Cold Snap, just snipe support kind of thing? Do you think it will be effective at all?
I think TNC are going to be 5-manning too much for
Yeah.
that kind of play style to work. It may find you 1 kill, and maybe that's just a support, and then I don't imagine it finds you much more.
Yeah, once you find that 1 kill, TNC is like, okay, let's just group up now.
Do they see each other? The smoke popped.
Alright, let's check Radiant Dire Vision.
They don't see each other currently, but they did. He walked like from north to south, so he may have walked through that tiny bit of vision patch.
Yeah, they currently don't see each other.
Yeah, but there's a chance they saw each other just before. Neither is.
The thing is, enchant. Like, there's a ward seeing down the river,
Oh yeah.
and suddenly she's gonna walk down there like, whoops.
Enchantress, if she did see Venge, probably just thinks it's a solo Venge like warding right now.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens here.
Ling does have Phase and Windlace.
Yep.
Guys moving
And
fast.
Radiant Ward slightly to the south here, so we'll see what's going to happen. Whether Ling back south? No, he's going to keep running forward. No, it looks like they didn't they did not see each other. The ward does see Ling though. They don't want to go on in though. They're happy with the warding expedition getting down 2 deep wards.
Yep.
So back towards the mid lane, possibly just thinking they can work on this tier 1 mid tower. Jug with a double damage rune, so you can now Blade Fury and you still have your double damage rune, I guess, on Jug?
Yes,
with
or
the
BKB
changes?
or
Yep.
whatnot.
It's pretty nice.
But did they say it was to DD and Haste, right? Or was it just DD?
DD and Haste, I'm pretty sure.
Dire's
Yeah,
middle
I
tower
read that
is
and I was
under
thinking,
attack.
oh, I could now haste and spin and just keep up with whoever. I remember you would haste and then you lose haste when you spin.
Yep. So, Ice Armor creep for Radiant side.
Okay.
Nice, not bad. I was about to say, how do they have this? And then I suddenly am like, wait, someone's got Helm of the Dominator. Who's actually got this? Viper goes Helm of the Dominator. Huh.
Well, poison
Pseudo-
attack no longer an orb, right?
Yeah. It's actually like a pretty nifty item to
Alright,
get.
so I theory craft all the orbs. I was thinking Maelstrom if you want some farm.
Yep.
Deso or Blightstone for just like lane harass or just pushing. Minus armor plus poison attack and nether toxin actually is pretty sick. And then I saw somebody said if you want super slow, you get Scotty on top of poison attack. But I didn't really dare craft Helm of Dominator, which, I mean, what do you think about it?
In this game, it's like for these at this stage of the game, it's gonna be useful for when you're fighting because you can steal the Enchantress creep perhaps.
Tower is under attack.
But stats-wise, Helm has always been a very good item. It's damage, it's armor. Like the lifesteal on a hero that already does pretty good damage just through his spells and having nether toxins. So
Yeah,
it's
but
not bad. I'm not
not
sold.
sold, yeah.
And I'm not like, oh, this is amazing, but he actually upgrades, downgrades, side grades, gets a kobold now instead. It's the aura strat. They want to have all the auras, the Venge, the Beastmaster, and now
Sure.
any other aura the Viper can bring to the table.
I wonder if Helm of Dominator is cost efficient enough for support to actually pick up.
In
Like
some
if you want to go for this kind of strat, right?
Yeah.
Probably not, because like
it comes online later. Like you're trying to push around 15 minutes, and supports can't farm it perhaps that fast.
oh, EMP Tornado is flying out, and they're gonna dump everything on TD Chronosphere. Well, that's a pretty good looking one because they could have got someone else as well, and now Venge is gonna get caught as well. Pretty good return fight, but the Beastmaster Roar goes on ice, and so is the Death Ward. Venge still making it out. Can he actually survive? Nice, the Death Ward still being channeled. NJ jumps in, eats an Omni Slash. Finally, the Sun getting the kill here. NJ is going to drop as a result, and so will the Sven. The fight that started so well here for Orange suddenly just got... I mean, they chase around that tree, and that gave all the time in the world to TNC to regroup and...
Sam H rocked up. He had level 2 Necrobook, and we're this early on in the game. Now has a level 3 Necrobook.
Yeah, this lane disparity on the bottom has just really changed the landscape of the game.
Yeah. Nice tornado dodge from Cuckoo. Gets hit by the EMP. Will still end up going down, and unfortunately it doesn't look like TNC have much to say about this. They'll get the T1 tower as Raven backs off.
Okay. Yamate picks up a Staff of Wizardry. Which one of the 6 items will you be turning it into?
Is it 6? Geez.
It's quite a lot, right?
6. Most likely stay... Ooh.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I
I
mean,
have no idea. I'm not...
4 Staff, Yules, probably are 2 likely ones.
Yeah, 4 stuff yields. Here we go. 4
Yeah.
picks up a Void Stone. 4 stuff yields the most likely for sure. I guess Ags for Ags is more Exo Invoker.
Yeah.
Until
Oh, he also had a no talisman staff, so maybe it was Dagon, but probably not it. The Dagon Invoker build.
you might never know. So tower taken, and now they swing mid. Viper doesn't get the last hit because of the glyph.
Middle tower is under
Easy
Likely
deny
gonna-
ice.
Not Venge is there.
Radiant's top tower
Nicely
is
played,
under
AU.
attack.
Nico swoops on in, takes the last hit. Top lane, they found Psionics. Oh, Beastmaster, level 3 Necrobook with a Roar and a Death Ward.
Yeah, Witch Doctor didn't even need to be there, but was there to pick
That's
up
a
a...
scary thing. Beastmaster with 8k net worth this early on. He's going to have a Blink Necro 3 at like
Yeah.
17, 18 minutes.
I mean, there's a couple ways to go about it. You could go BOT and do like Hawk Ganks if you want, flying it, but I think the Blink is just much easier. You see that void, you blink in, you roar, and you just get a kill on him. And that there goes that team fight for Orange.
Nope. One hero who's perhaps not doing so well anymore is the Viper. He's fallen behind his teammates as far as cores go, but he's still up there with the Sven Invoker.
Yeah. That's the downside of Viper. Like once you exit the laning stage, your goal intake is just slow. That's why I was thinking once you could get new orb, Maelstrom might kind of help you to catch back up. But you know, I don't even know what he's trying to build into. I saw the hedge, I was like, oh, mech is coming. Because you were mentioning the aura push as well, right?
Yeah.
Mech would have been great for that, but now with this, I'm not exactly sure what TNC's grand game plan is, apart from like getting random pickoffs here and there.
Yeah, and they can easily keep finding kills, but they are transitioning into somewhat more farm-oriented play. Ravens picked up a Perseverance, so we'll see a Yasha into Battle Fury out of him.
Okay.
I think they recognize it, like their late game, assuming they control the map, is going to be a lot better. They have to worry about the Sven farming a lot of Ancient stacks, for example, but outside of that, it's up to Taring to kind of get stuff done right now, and they're smoking up. They're the ones trying to make plays, but
Ooh. Are they trying to Roche? No.
perhaps worried about TNC and Roche, but no, not sure.
One thing I've noticed is that a lot of teams like try to sneak Roche and it just doesn't work. Like Like it's tankier now, unless you're packing a lot of minus armor. Looks like they're gonna give up that smoke and just maybe transition into a push. Viper's coming out. The dangerous thing about going in Viper under his T1 is that you're probably not gonna burst him down quickly enough, and the TP in could be very dangerous.
Is there going to be a smoke from a TNC here? Doesn't look like they've actually got one on hand. But I mean, if you're a Beastmaster with Blink Necro 3, you're not thinking you want to slow things down right now. You want to keep looking for pickoffs wherever possible.
Yeah. I'm also a big fan of just popping a book and just walking around like through the enemy jungle with it. Just to mow down what possible wards there are. Sure, you won't be able to set up a gank when your books are on cooldown, but it makes a future gank much easier as the wards are down.
Yeah, every now and then, like maybe 1 in 4 book uses just to clear out a part of the map for wards, for example.
Well, there you go. Echo Saber on Sven. I've heard a lot of people dairy crafting when the item is actually good, and the general consensus is when you are dishing out a buttload of damage.
So, Sven is a hero that fits that category, I guess,
Yes.
most of the time.
Well, whenever it goes on.
Yeah. It's like a farming efficiency item. It's somewhere.
Well, here's the thing. I've heard it being argued, right? Like, is Yasha better? I think Yasha is better just as a farming efficiency item.
No, someone, I can't remember who I was talking to. I think it was maybe Pike at it, and like the math on it is that the Echo Saber is slightly better as far as
Okay.
farming efficiency goes.
Maybe it's better on Sven because he cleaves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think in normal other heroes, Yasha's better for the movement speed, which gets you from camp to camp faster. Well, both teams are just farming. Who has a better late game, you think?
TNC most likely.
Okay.
They got auras, I mean, they're also farming faster, right? Yeah, they're farming 5,000 net worth advantage faster right now.
Yeah. And they're kind of less afraid of picks. Because TNC's got a Beastmaster Hawk running around.
I mean, really late game, I think Orange.Taring are pretty solid. Like Invoker, when you get that late game Ags, Octarine Invoker, like you're a beast.
Right.
Faceless Void, Chronosphere late game, fantastic. Sven,
Sure.
pretty good late game as a carry, does have some kiting issues, but...
Disruptor is just a late game beast.
Yeah.
Especially if you can somehow get an axe. Whew.
I think in my answer, what they're saying TNC is much more like, I believe in their ability to get to the late game with the right items, much more than I think Orange.Taring can get there. Like,
Given how the game's been going for the past 20 minutes, I think TNC will reach their late game faster.
Yeah.
And then thus they will be stronger.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I am in agreement with you as well, but I think we're only like 1 or 2 team fights for Orange to kind of stabilize the game. I don't think they're that far behind actually.
yeah, definitely one bad fight for TNC could turn things a lot, but...
Yeah, because that one bad fight will lead to a couple of towers.
Here's the farm. So Helm of the Dominated Viper, stack the Ancients for your teammate. That is some selfless play coming out from Teehee.
You know, you could just ask your Witch Doctor to do it too.
Yeah, but he wants to be pushing and stuff, you know.
Is this
I
a
mean,
Hurricane? Is this a Hurricane Pike Viper now?
No, I doubt it. Casual Dragonlance. But no, I don't know. Could be wrong.
Stats aren't bad.
It's not bad on Dragonlance, is it? Is the Hurricane Pike really an upgrade though, as far as the stats go?
You get int, man.
Do you need it?
Viper's pretty dumb, dude. Dude, he hasn't even leveled his ultimate. Can't afford the ban increase. I think he just misclicked. But okay. Yeah, I'm just.
Maybe he didn't level his ultis because he's dumb.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't have mana. Is what I mean.
Radiant's top tower
Smoke
is under
under
attack.
ward. Gotta use that book to de-ward, like you said.
Radiant's
Just go into the Roshan pit anyways.
Yeah. Probably.
Man up.
He really probably could. That's the crazy thing right now.
I mean, Necrobook is crazy. Oh. Dire expects it. I mean, they saw it.
Radiant's top tower
They're
is
gonna scan around Roshan. Doesn't work that way.
Yeah, they'll see now.
Oh, they have a Fort Spirit in there too, so. Oh. Raven's gonna say thank you for the stack.
Yeah. Gets away from the Sunstrike too. This is where TNC is strong enough that they don't even have to... Orange.Taring are dodging fights, but it's coming at the cost of huge economic advantage for TNC.
Yeah. I would make the argument that TNC, with their lead, don't go for Roche. It's safer for them not to, right? Because I can foresee how Orange get one big team fight involving Chronosphere, Invoker's EMP Tornado and turn a big fight. Whereas if you just kind of do what you've been doing, Tarang are not in position to take Roshan themselves. So
Yeah, from the map, Jug gets a blink now, so he's got a good initiation tool to go with the Beastmaster.
yeah.
I think it's fine Pickles found the map. There's less of a let's end the game now or we're in trouble
Yeah.
kind of mentality.
I bet Raven's looking back to his build, be like, man, I wish just I max crits instead of this healing thing that haven't really taken advantage of.
No, well, one of the things I can't remember who it was, but they're like the math behind leveling crit. It's actually like you don't actually farm that much faster with more points in crit.
It's not that good,
Yeah,
mathematically.
like I've seen a lot of jugs who would even like level 20 have 1 point in crit. Not to that extent. Like definitely that's like a bit too extreme, but the farm comparison between getting like 1 point in stats versus another point in crit is like a very small upgrade.
Okay, I like to sit down and do that math myself and see how the number crunch out. Because I believe you, but
yeah, I mean, I just believe the person who was telling me. So
okay.
I'm like, if you look at the hero's DPS with an extra point in crit, but
okay,
we'll sit down and have a math session later.
Yeah,
we'll finish casting out 3 best of 3s, and then we'll sit down, spend an hour just
crunch some numbers.
Crunch some numbers, you know. That's our post-casting relaxation, I guess.
Yeah, sure. All right, TNC is gonna take more towers.
And Orange.Taring just aren't really. They're spending all this time grouped up, like they dodge the smoke gank and all. But normally you think, oh, dodge the smoke gank, great. But if you don't actually progress the game, you're not really finding yourselves in a better position.
I should have refilled my tea, man. If I knew it was a game like this.
Yeah, this is not SEA Dota. What is this?
Yeah, this is not like Orange.Taring though. That normally they just go ham.
Yeah, they're playing very cautiously here. They're going to go for a bit of a counter push at bottom lane, I want to say. They're not really looking to force a fight. If anything, they see TNC top and are like, let's keep the hell away from that. But
there is a
TPs
TP in.
onto the trees as well.
You could send them back if you're ice. Oh, looks like he already used it.
Oh yeah, he did. Sent the Viper back.
Okay.
Not too big a deal. I don't think they easily get TPs there, unless it's like a Jug TP with a blink and Omni Slash perhaps, but...
I'll take that as
Hurricane Pike.
On Viper.
Yeah.
Huh. How about that?
Again, not sold, but interesting.
Not sold either, but... He's... Like, they've got so much damage coming out of Jug and Beastmaster, I didn't feel like he had to go for any kind of DPS build.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking it's better if he goes Ags, just for more control on the Sven. Just keep chucking on Viper Strikes. But, you know, good to see, because a lot of people did theorycraft that this is the hero that would be buying a Hurricane Pike.
I really like the build. I've seen a few Vipers go Shivers too. I think would have been quite good this game.
Okay.
Get some extra armor, attack speed slow against the Sven.
Just be annoying.
Yep.
And he's still actually keeping the Ogre Frost Mage. I like it. Very, very good against what Orange got going.
They're just going to walk in the Roche pit.
Well, you can't avoid every single fight. Eventually you have to take some.
Well, this is a fight where they know exactly where TNC are, but...
Too late. It's already dead. Ooh, okay.
Good. That's a handy... Oh, Swap does not save him though.
I don't think it's time to fight. And here comes the Omni Slash going onto Ling. Well, actually, going back to the Void. He's fine for now. Looks like Ling's gonna get picked off. Right now, Void's trying to look for a good Chronosphere, but the entire squad is just running away. Yeah. Not the worst trade for Orange, but the big thing is...
I mean, 2 for 1?
2 for 1, they're behind. The big thing is...
2 for 1 on a Witch Doctor, so let's clarify here. The porous here and the
yeah, but they got something, is my point.
Yeah.
The problem is that Sven doesn't have his ult right now for 45 seconds.
Yeah, they committed... Well, just the Sven ult, but that's still a decent amount for
Raven. Dead. Yeah.
Ooh. Raven doesn't have Omni Slash, but he can still push. He's got Aegis. He's got plenty of items to work around, and...
Look at that range! Got that Force Staff, dude!
He goes back for an Orchid now, but again, that's another item which is not going to do a whole lot right now.
No.
Good news is Raven did not... He already committed to an SMY with his Yasha, so he can't see a Manta.
Okay. Well,
he can just...
I mean, he's tanky, dude.
Sure, yeah. He's actually going to turn this one.
Alright, Ghost Scepter being dropped out. Here comes that Chronosphere Death Ward on the other side, and here comes the Blink Initiation from the Juggernaut on the backline, going to Ling. May not get the kill because Ling has the heal going on, but You know, Chrono expended. Nothing happened from there. Is this where they lose Rex?
Feeling like maybe more than just Rex. As in, this game is suddenly
It's
looking
over.
like it feels like there's just no way back in this
Well,
game. Like that's-
Sven's got Echo Saber, right? He can make it happen. All right.
Dire's middle barracks.
He's got some plus damage too. Is he gonna go for it? There's a silence onto him.
No Viper Strike, but Limit Cape gets him out. Melee Rex taken. It just has that feel where there's nothing Orange.Taring can do because TNC, they walk top, they take a tier 2 tower for no fight. They walk Roche, they take Roche without a fight. After Roche, they get kind of jumped on and they somehow come out on top with a 1-for-2 trade and then just walk mid, take a melee Rax. Like everything TNC look to achieve, they just get done with no fight and no trades.
Yeah.
Orange.Taring's trades, like, they chipped away at the tier 2 tower early and they didn't even get the tier 2 tower. Every single time I see TNC make a move to get something done on the map, they get it done and that's that.
And all of this stems from the fact that they lost every single lane.
Yeah. I mean, bottom lane, perhaps the biggest one, but yeah, it wasn't, it was all 3 lanes.
Yeah, now Beastmaster, refresher orb. Okay. I mean, when you're rich,
Yeah.
you can make the argument that, you know, some aura pushing item might be better for the team, but hey man, this is... Now you have Invoker and Void covered.
Well, you're probably also worried about a Sven BKB coming into
Sure,
the next
sure.
fight. Like, that's the one item that can turn things for Orange.Taring is his BKB.
He's actually very close.
Yeah. But having double roll now means you can happily just throw a roll to waste that BKB duration or kind him around.
Yeah, I mean, you already got the Viper for that, but
Yep.
yeah, Roar is just the ultimate counter.
What's Viper? Yasha. So we'll see. Can happily transition and Jug Skadi coming up as his next item. Just
Yeah,
small little bit away. Just
get
needs
tanky.
another 700-ish gold.
You know, I was so excited for the Viper pick, and then I don't know why I'm excited anymore, because it's a Viper pick. I thought he's gonna, like, amaze us with some awesome new orb build, because...
No.
Nope, just a Viper.
Hey, you got Helm of the Dominator. This was some awesome new orb build.
Was it? We're both like, okay, I
Spectated.
see what you're doing here, but...
Dire's bottom tower
I think Helm of
is
the
under
Dominator
attack.
is, like, the creeps in general can be very influential, but
Oh,
he
the
had
Frost
Scouting
Armor.
Roach, he had the
Yeah.
Frost Armor, he had the move
Dire's
speed for a
bottom
little
tower
while, but
has fallen.
It's not the flashy move that wins the girl, you know? It's just like, you know, you did your homework on
Dire's
time.
bottom
Great.
tower is under
Does
attack.
that make any sense? It made sense to me.
I mean, it's a good life lesson, at least for the kids out there, you know, it's
Yeah.
like, you don't have to be a rock star.
Yeah. Do your homework on time.
Even you, Twitch Shadows,
Radiant's
have a
top
chance
tower is under attack.
at securing yourself a life partner.
Oh my goodness.
We bring the life coaching.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
do.
this cast is all about.
That's our side hustle. Life coach.
Dire's structures
Alright, well, Sven's got his BKB.
Okay. What's the approach here? He's off to the side. Has dust as well, so see if he can get on top. They smoke up from behind. He's gonna perhaps run into AU here. Sam A could be a great target, but needs to make sure they kill him off here, boy. Chronosphere. No, he doesn't get into Chronosphere. He done goofed.
Second roar?
Second roar. Yep.
Okay.
Both on Psionic, both on a BKB Sven, but they make sure they kill him off, and there's a GG.
Yeah.
So I think a few fingers have to be pointed at NJ this game. The laning stage and that last, I mean, even that last ditch effort fight also, like, the game at that point probably over, but it just kind of sums up his game where he doesn't land the Chronosphere on the stunned up Beastmaster.
And
It's hard to land because you've got to hit the Beastmaster in it and have Sven, have it on the edge so Sven can still attack, but
and
you've gotta make
also,
those plays.
likely you want to have Devenge somewhere in there too.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot that he needs to do correctly, but
No.
it's just tough. Also, not sold on this Quaswex Invoker build. What did it
No,
do?
it